Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for SteveArts89. Well, a little bit of news that I saw on TrekMovie.com. That's usually where I go for Star Trek news. Honestly, I'm a bit lazy. I don't go trolling all the Star Trek, sites and that and pages and that. But there was a article about an attraction and hotel rooms coming to a Turkish theme park called Land of Legends, I think it was called. They're going to have a Nickelodeon land, and they're going to have a Star Trek themed ride and some Star Trek themed rooms, because Nickelodeon of course has Star Trek Prodigy. So along with the Turtles and SpongeBob SquarePants, they're going to have a little Star Trek theme park ride. Well, it's not really a ride. It's not like the Star Trek Borg 4D or the earlier Hilton Experience ride. Basically, it's just like a theatre, and it's made up to sort of look like the shuttle bay, and the screen is like the back, where you look out at space, and that's sort of, it's like you're going through space backwards, and they're like showing you space through the back of the shuttle bay launch doors and everything. So it kind of looks interesting, but it kind of seems a little bit But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how familiar the Turkish people are with Star Trek and Prodigy, because Star Trek isn't as big overseas as it is in the US. But the rooms look nice. I mean, they look more like Star Trek than any of the sets on Star Trek Discovery. But it's basically just rooms. Like, it's not like Galaxy's Edge, where you get like a whole life-size recreation of the Millennium Falcon. What you're getting is just a room, like it's like a lobby, and it's like supposed to be the airlock, and you go in, and then there's just rooms, like rooms where you would stay, and it's just like they've got like a little screen behind the bed, which is supposed to be like a window, and that's supposed to be looking out at space, and the ship can go to warp and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not like they've built like the outside of the starship or anything that you go into or anything. It's just like a door, because there's just concept art that they've released, and so there's this entrance to Star Trek's Wild Galaxy, which is what it's called. And there's a picture of like the theater with the the shuttle bay doors, and just different rooms that do look Star Trek themed. They do look like Star Trek, but they also just look kind of like rooms decorated like Star Trek, But they still do look kind of cute. There's like an arboretum sort of thing where they've got plants that are being nurtured or something, and the ship that you're going into is called the Aurora. Apparently, I hate this guy. No, I'm thinking of the guy from Lower Decks. So this is Dan and Kevin Hageman. Tweeted about how they really had some fun working with the attraction and hotel rooms at the Turkish theme park, because they collaborated with that to help get, I guess, the look right and stuff like that. So so Nickelodeon land, Star Trek theme park, Star Trek themed rooms. It all looks kind of nice. There's the Iconic Suite, which has like this section, and it's got like the gold starships and that, and in like behind like cabinet sort of things, and it does look like that, they've obviously looked at the Star Trek sets, and they've created rooms and that have that sort of theme and kind of look a little bit like spaceships, but they're not going to give you any sort of Galaxy's Edge sort of experience where you actually feel like, or you're supposed to feel like you're on a ship, because that kind of failed. But they stuck you on a van and drove you around and pretended like you're in a shuttle. But it's interesting, because we haven't had anything, I don't think, since Star Trek The Experience, really. There was supposed to be a Star Trek theme park, because there was supposed to be a Paramount Studios built right here in Melbourne years ago, and they were going to have a Star Trek theme park, but then it ended up not happening. We built our own studio at Docklands, and Sydney got a Fox Studios. And we were supposed to have Paramount, but we ended up just making our own independent studios, which a lot of films have been filmed here, like some of the Marvel films. A lot of stuff's been filmed here, but we're basically just a back lot, because it's cheaper to shoot here, so we don't really make our own films. We don't fund our own films. it's a whole nother issue about the government funds some culturally biased films, and that's it. And everything else you got to find your own funding for. So we don't really have much of an industry in Australia. We just are a bit of a backlot for the US at the moment. But that's a whole nother video. But yeah, these rooms look interesting. Although I just saw one video, you have a window looking out, and then you've got a screen like you're in the sky. I'm like, how are you in space if you're looking like they've got to at least be immersive and pretend like you're actually in the ship or something. So I guess I don't know how this is going to work, but it's cute, it's fun, it helps to create awareness about Star Trek because Lord knows those awful New Trek shows are not doing anything to promote Star Trek positively. So who knows if this will help the Turkish people appreciate Star Trek? I don't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the new Star Trek themed rooms in this theme park.